Do you feel that something invisible is blocking your life? Look around you. Notice how, no matter how hard you try, it seems that a hidden force prevents your blessings from reaching you. Thousands of people worldwide experience this same feeling daily. The restlessness during sleep, the constant sensation of weight on your shoulders, the difficulty in prospering financially, relationships that fall apart without apparent reason. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual signs that Padre Pio, in his infinite wisdom, had already revealed to his closest followers. This powerful saint, who carried the stigmata of Christ in his own body, saw beyond the veil that separates the material world from the spiritual. He knew that invisible forces constantly operate around us, influencing every aspect of our lives. You may not see them, but you can feel their effects, and more importantly, you can protect yourself against them. If you feel you need protection, comment now. I am protected by the divine light. This phrase has power. It's the first step of your spiritual shield. Words, when pronounced with faith, create vibrations that alter the energy field around you. Padre Pio taught that faith manifested through simple words and gestures is capable of moving mountains and transforming entire realities. Salt, an element so common in your home, but one that carries a profound symbolism in all spiritual traditions. In Padre Pio's view, salt was not just a culinary seasoning, but a divine instrument of purification and protection. He used salt in his daily spiritual protection practices, discreetly teaching his closest followers how this element could dispel dense energies and attract prosperity. Salt is God's covenant with man, Padre Pio would say in his reserved teachings. When we use it with faith and devotion, we activate a spiritual code that dates back to biblical times. It's a protection that transcends human understanding. The purifying salt ritual that Padre Pio revealed to a few chosen ones will now be shared with you. Follow each step with devotion and respect, for each gesture has a sacred meaning that activates ancient spiritual forces. Prepare yourself for a process of profound transformation. First, you will need a small transparent glass container, 3 spoons of unrefined sea salt, a white candle, and your unwavering faith. The number 3 represents the Holy Trinity and activates a triple divine protection force in your life. Begin the ritual in a moment of silence, preferably at dusk, when spiritual energies are more receptive. Light the white candle, symbol of the divine light that dispels all darkness. Make the sign of the cross 3 times, invoking the protection of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Place the glass container before you and add the first spoonful of salt, saying, "With this salt I purify my body from all negative influence." All evil returns to its origin. Visualize a white light enveloping your body, eliminating any dense energy that might be attached to you. Add the second spoonful of salt, pronouncing with conviction, "With this salt, I protect my mind from all destructive thoughts. Nothing can reach me." Imagine a golden shield forming around your mind, repelling negative thoughts and harmful mental influences. Finally, add the third spoonful of salt, declaring, "With this salt, I elevate my spirit. To God's presence, I am protected by the divine light." Visualize your spirit connecting to an infinite source of light that descends from the heavens and fills your entire being. Quick pause. If you're taking notes, write everything carefully. Don't skip any detail. Each gesture you make activates an ancient spiritual force. Padre Pio taught that precision in spiritual rituals is fundamental to their effectiveness. Faith without works is dead, and each small ritualistic gesture is an expression of your faith in action. Now, with the 3 spoonfuls of salt in the container, close your eyes and make a silent prayer, asking for Padre Pio's intercession so that this salt is consecrated with divine power. Breathe deeply 3 times, feeling the sacred air entering your lungs and purifying your interior. Then, take a pinch of this consecrated salt and place it inside your wallet or purse. This simple but deeply symbolic gesture creates an energy barrier that repels scarcity and attracts prosperity. The salt in your wallet will work as a magnet of abundance, attracting unexpected financial opportunities. Place another pinch of the consecrated salt in a small bag of white or light blue fabric. Carry it with you, close to your body. This sacred amulet will function as a constant shield against envy, the evil eye, and dense energies that may be directed at you. With the remaining salt, walk through your house, spreading small amounts in the four corners of each room, always in a clockwise direction. While doing this, repeat 3 times. This house is sealed with divine protection. No evil can inhabit this sacred space. In the days following the ritual, you will begin to notice subtle but profound changes. Many who performed this ritual reported an immediate sensation of lightness, as if an invisible weight had been removed from their shoulders. Dreams become more vivid and revealing. Spiritual messages begin to manifest through signs and synchronicities in daily life. Maria de Angelis, a devotee of Padre Pio, shared her testimony. After performing this ritual, for years, I struggled with inexplicable financial problems. No matter how hard I worked, money seemed to evaporate from my hands. After performing the salt ritual, as Padre Pio taught, in just 3 days, I received a job offer that doubled my income. More than that, I felt a deep peace that I hadn't experienced. In years, the worries that consumed me simply disappeared. The spiritual protection that this ritual provides goes beyond the financial aspect. It creates a high-vibration energy field around you, repelling negative vibrations and attracting blessings of all natures. Toxic relationships naturally move away, giving place to genuine and nourishing connections. Professional opportunities manifest in unexpected ways. Health strengthens, as many diseases have roots in energy blockages that have now been removed. Perform this ritual today. Don't wait. The energy around you is already moving. The protection you seek is in your hands now. Padre Pio, in his infinite compassion, revealed this sacred knowledge so that people like you who sincerely seek protection and prosperity may find the path to a full and blessed life. Remember, faith without works is dead. It's not enough to believe, you must act. This ritual is your act of faith. It's your first step toward a life protected by the divine forces that Padre Pio knew so intimately. The transformation you seek begins now. Have you ever wondered why? Some people seem to naturally attract abundance, while others, no matter how hard they try, live in constant scarcity. The answer lies in the invisible plane. Money, as Padre Pio secretly taught, is not just paper and metal. It's an energy that responds to your spiritual vibrations. When your financial energy channels are blocked, even the hardest work produces meager fruits. The signs are clear, and you probably recognize them. Bills that appear unexpectedly, investments that always go wrong, money that seems to slip through your fingers like water, debts that multiply without apparent explanation, and that constant feeling of anxiety when thinking about finances. These are not coincidences or bad luck. They are symptoms of a spiritual blockage in your prosperity energy. If you recognize these signs in your life, repeat now with conviction. My prosperity channels are open, and the divine flow of abundance runs freely to me. This powerful affirmation begins to unblock the invisible channels through which the energy of prosperity flows to you. Words have power. Padre Pio knew this and used specific prayers to unblock abundance in the lives of his closest devotees. Water, a primordial element of purification in all spiritual traditions. In Padre Pio's hands, water became a conductor of miracles, a vehicle of divine grace. In his reserved meetings with those seeking financial help, Padre Pio revealed a specific ritual involving consecrated water and coins, a ritual that few know, but which has the power to completely transform the financial vibration of those who practice it with true faith. Water purifies not only the body, but also the spirit and the energies that circulate in our life. Padre Pio discreetly taught, when we consecrate water with pure intention and use it with unwavering faith, we activate celestial forces that dissolve invisible blockages. The ritual of prosperity water that Padre Pio reserved only for cases of extreme financial need will now be shared with you. Each step must be followed with reverence and precision, as spiritual forces respect order and method. Prepare yourself for a profound transformation in your relationship with the energy of abundance. For this sacred ritual, you will need a transparent glass cup, mineral or filtered water, 7 coins of any value, preferably those in circulation, a piece of white paper, a blue pen, and a white or yellow candle. The number 7 represents divine perfection and complete cycles. It is the number of spiritual completion and material manifestation. Begin the ritual in a moment of tranquility, preferably at dawn on a Tuesday or Sunday, days associated with prosperity in ancient Christian traditions. Light the candle, symbol of the divine light that illuminates paths of abundance. Say a sincere prayer to God, asking for Padre Pio's intercession in this sacred moment. Fill the cup with water to 3/4 of its capacity. The water should be at room temperature, as temperature extremes can affect its ability to absorb spiritual vibrations. As you pour the water, visualize it shining with golden light, the color of divine prosperity. On the piece of paper, write with the blue pen, "Through Padre Pio's intercession, all barriers to my prosperity dissolve now. Divine abundance flows to me like this water, freely and in perfect order." Fold the paper 7 times, always toward your heart, incorporating your personal energy into the written intention. Place the 7 coins in your dominant hand and close your eyes. Breathe deeply 7 times, infusing the coins with your intention of prosperity. Visualize each coin as a powerful magnet that attracts abundance from all directions of the universe to your life. Quick pause. If you're taking notes, write everything carefully. Don't skip any detail. Each gesture you make activates an ancient spiritual force. Padre Pio always emphasized that precision in rituals is as important as the faith that accompanies them. Intention focused through specific gestures creates a direct channel with celestial forces. Now, place the coins one by one in the cup with water, counting out loud from 1 to 7. For each coin that falls into the water, proclaim an area of your financial life that you wish to purify. I purify my debts. I purify my investments. I purify my work. I purify my relationship with money. I purify my business. I purify my ability to receive. I purify my vision of abundance. Place the folded paper under the cup and allow the set, water, coins, and paper to remain on your home altar or in a quiet and respected place in your house for 7 complete days. During this period, each time you pass by the cup, mentally repeat, "My prosperity flows without obstacles. I am open to receiving the financial blessings that God destines for me." At the end of the 7 days, remove the coins from the water, one by one, thanking for the blessing that each represents. These coins are now charged with prosperity energy. Keep them in your wallet or where you keep your money. They will act as seeds of abundance, multiplying all resources that reach you. The water from the cup, now consecrated, should be used to sprinkle the places in your house where you keep financial documents, work, or make decisions related to money. As you sprinkle the water, declare, "This house and all that dwells in it is blessed with divine abundance. All scarcity dissolves in the light of God's providence." The paper with your written intention should be unfolded and burned in the flame of the same candle that accompanied the ritual. The ashes can be blown into the wind or buried in a pot with a plant, preferably with abundant green leaves, symbolizing the growth of your prosperity. In the days and weeks following the ritual, be attentive to the divine signs that will begin to manifest in your financial life. Many devotees who learned this sacred practice from Padre Pio's followers report extraordinary transformations. Unexpected opportunities arise, debts find solutions that previously seemed impossible, stagnant projects gain new momentum, and a feeling of peace regarding money establishes itself in the heart. Carlos Monteiro, a fervent devotee of Padre Pio, shared his testimony after performing this ritual. For 3 years, my small business was on the verge of bankruptcy. Debts accumulated and I saw no way out. After performing the ritual of prosperity, exactly as I was taught, something inexplicable happened. On the 7th day, after completing the ritual, I received a call from an old client who offered me a contract that would pay all my debts. More than that, this contract opened doors to other opportunities that completely transformed my business. Today, I am not only free of debts, but I was able to expand my company and hire more employees. I know deep in my heart that it was Padre Pio's intercession that made this possible. This ritual acts on the deepest layers of your relationship with abundance, removing ancestral blockages that may be rooted in your subconscious, preventing your full prosperity. Often we carry negative financial patterns inherited from previous generations, fears, limitations, and restrictive beliefs about money. The ritual of prosperity water dissolves these invisible barriers, allowing you to establish a healthy and fluid relationship with the energy of abundance. Perform this ritual today. Do not postpone your prosperity. The celestial forces are already mobilized in your favor. The abundance you deserve and desire is within your reach now. Padre Pio, known for his compassion for sufferers, brought to light this sacred knowledge so that sincere souls like you can find relief for your financial difficulties and live in the fullness that God desires for all his children. Remember, faith without action is like a seed that is never planted. This ritual is your seed of prosperity. Plant it with devotion and care for it with constancy. The fruits will come in divine time and will be more abundant than you ever imagined. Your field of prosperity is being prepared at this exact moment. The abundant harvest approaches. Do you feel that something is sucking your vital energy? That feeling of tiredness that persists even after a full night's sleep, the sequence of obstacles that appear when you finally begin to progress, relationships that inexplicably deteriorate, health that fluctuates without apparent cause. None of this is coincidence. These are manifestations of energy attacks that act silently, undermining your strength and diverting your blessings. Thousands of people suffer daily with spiritual interferences without even realizing it. The symptoms are evident, recurring. Negative thoughts that don't seem like yours, constant feeling of being watched, sudden chills in specific environments, disturbing and repetitive dreams, objects that disappear and reappear in your house, abrupt mood changes, and that persistent intuition that something is not right around you. Your body and soul are trying to alert you about the invisible forces that surround you. If you recognize these signs in your life, declare now with spiritual authority, "My aura is sealed with divine light. No negative energy can penetrate my energy field." This affirmation instantly creates a barrier of protection around you. Padre Pio taught that our words, when pronounced with faith and intention, have the power to modify the spiritual reality that surrounds us. The mirror, an everyday object that few understand in its spiritual dimension. In ancient traditions and in Padre Pio's reserved teachings, the mirror is not just an instrument to reflect our physical image, but a powerful tool of protection and energy reversal. It acts as a portal that can be programmed to reflect and return invading energies to their point of origin. The mirror reflects not only visible light, but also invisible energies, Padre Pio revealed to his closest followers. When consecrated with specific prayers, it becomes a divine shield that repels all evil directed at you and your family. This sacred knowledge was shared only with those who face severe spiritual persecutions. The ritual of the protective mirror that Padre Pio reserved for cases of intense spiritual attacks will now be revealed to you. Each movement and word of this sacred ritual must be executed with precision and unwavering faith. Celestial forces respond to our devotion and to the rigor with which we follow spiritual protocols. For this powerful protection ritual, you will need a hand mirror with a frame, preferably made of wood, silver, or unpainted metal, 3 dried bay leaves, a piece of clean white cloth, 3 drops of olive oil, if possible blessed in a church, holy water or water purified with intention, and a white candle. The number 3, representing the Holy Trinity, amplifies the protection power of the ritual. Begin the ritual preferably on a night of waxing moon, a time when energies of growth and strengthening are more potent. Find a quiet place in your house where you will not be interrupted. Light the white candle, symbol of divine light that dispels all darkness, and make the sign of the cross 3 times, invoking the protection of the Holy Trinity. Clean the mirror carefully with the white cloth, always moving it in a clockwise direction. While cleaning, visualize a blue-silver light emanating from your hands and impregnating the mirror with divine energy of protection. Recite 3 times. This mirror is now consecrated as an instrument of divine protection. May it reflect all negative energy back to its origin, multiplied by the light of God's love. A D. Place the 3 bay leaves on the mirror, forming a triangle. Bay, a sacred plant since ancient times, possesses spiritual properties of protection and clairvoyance. Padre Pio frequently recommended the use of specific herbs as extensions of divine power on earth. Apply the 3 drops of olive oil on the mirror, 1 on each bay leaf, saying, "With this oil I seal this mirror with divine anointing. All evil that is directed at me or my family will be reflected back to its origin, transmuted by divine mercy." Juiu, quick pause. If you're taking notes, write everything carefully. Don't skip any detail. Each gesture you make activates an ancient spiritual force. The power of this ritual lies in the precise combination of intention, words, and symbolic gestures. Padre Pio taught that it is in the convergence of these 3 elements that divine power fully manifests. Now, with your hands over the prepared mirror, breathe deeply 3 times and recite this prayer revealed by Padre Pio. Through the intercession of Saint Padre Pio, this mirror becomes shield and protection. May the light reflected in this mirror purify my home, my body, and my soul. All evil sent against me returns to its origin, not with vengeance, but with the transforming light of Christ. I am protected by divine love, sealed by the blood of Christ, guarded by God's angels. Amen. Sprinkle a few drops of holy or purified water on the mirror, forming a cross. Water, the element of purification pari excellence, activates and amplifies the protective properties of the consecrated mirror. As you sprinkle the water, visualize an intense light emanating from the mirror, expanding and forming an energy shield around you and your home. Let the prepared mirror absorb the candlelight for at least 3 hours. During this time, remain in a state of prayer and gratitude. You can recite the rosary, meditate, or simply remain in contemplative silence, allowing celestial energies to completely impregnate the mirror. After this period, the mirror will be completely consecrated as an instrument of divine protection. Remove the bay leaves and keep them in a safe place in your house. They will continue to emit protective energies. The mirror should be placed in a strategic location in your house, preferably near the main entrance or in the room where you spend most time. To enhance the protection, every 3 days, take the mirror in your hands and recite 3 times. All evil returns to its origin. Nothing can reach me. I am protected by the divine light. And this simple gesture reactivates and strengthens the protection field created by the ritual. In the days and weeks following the performance of this sacred ritual, you will begin to notice profound transformations in your spiritual and material life. The first sign is usually a sensation of lightness and mental clarity, as if an invisible weight had been removed from your shoulders. Many report more vivid and restorative dreams with spiritual messages of comfort and guidance. Antonia Ferreira, a devotee of Padre Pio for more than 20 years, shared her testimony after performing this ritual. For months, I felt a constant oppression in my house. My children had frequent nightmares, our pets acted strangely, and I suffered from inexplicable headaches. Doctors couldn't find anything wrong with me. After performing the ritual of the protective mirror, an immediate transformation occurred. That same night, I had a dream in which I saw shadows leaving my house, as if they were being expelled by a bright light. Upon waking, the sensation of weight had completely disappeared. My children returned to sleeping peacefully, and the headaches ceased. Even more impressive, 3 people who wished us harm and constantly spoke against our family came to ask for forgiveness without us having done anything. It was as if the mirror had really reflected their own actions back to them, provoking an awareness. The power of this protection ritual goes beyond the individual spiritual aspect. It creates a high-vibration energy field that benefits all who inhabit or visit your home. Relationships harmonize, communication flows more easily, positive opportunities manifest more frequently, and a general sensation of peace and well-being establishes itself in the environment. It's important to understand that this ritual does not act with energy of vengeance or retaliation. The true power of Christian protection, as taught by Padre Pio, lies in the transmutation of evil into good. The negative energies directed at you are not simply returned, but reflected through the filter of divine love, returning to their origin, as light capable of awakening consciences and promoting healing. Perform this ritual today. Don't wait for spiritual attacks to intensify. Divine protection is within your reach now. Padre Pio, who during his earthly life constantly fought against forces of darkness, bequeathed us this sacred knowledge so that we can protect ourselves in times of intense spiritual battles. Remember, your protection does not depend only on external forces, but also on your own spiritual vigilance. Keep your thoughts elevated, your words constructive, and your actions aligned with divine principles. The most powerful protection comes from within, from a pure heart and unwavering faith. The divine shield that you just built through this sacred ritual is now established around you, creating an impenetrable fortress against all negative influence. You are protected, supported, and guided by celestial forces that Padre Pio knew intimately and with which he maintained constant communication. Spiritual battles are real, but you don't need to face them alone. The divine power manifests through. This ritual is now by your side, ensuring that no weapon forged against you will prosper. Your inner light now shines with renewed intensity, blinding those who intend against your peace and prosperity. Perform this ritual today. The divine protection you seek is literally in your hands now. Don't leave for tomorrow what can transform your spiritual life today. Every minute that passes without adequate protection, invading energies may be affecting your health, your relationships, and your prosperity. Act now with faith and determination and experience the deep peace that only divine protection can provide.